Georgia Supreme Court upheld the conviction of a Macon pastor convicted of killing a woman on his wedding day. Prosecutors say in June of 2015, William Pounds III shot and killed Kendra Jackson. That day, he was scheduled to marry another woman.
Ma'am, my girlfriend is here and I need an ambulance, please. I need somebody here. I need somebody here, please. I need somebody here.
Mr. Pound, I'm not going to dignify you by calling you Reverend Pound. You didn't earn that. You are a liar. You are a manipulator. And frankly, you are an outright charlatan. I don't know that in this courtroom in 30 years I've heard more lies than I heard you do when you testified, than I heard on that tape. I don't believe that the truth is in you. I really don't. What makes it worse is you hold yourself out as a man of God.
Kay, so, I need you to imagine something for me real quick. It's your wedding day, the flowers are ordered, the venue is booked. Your man, who is both a pastor and a military sergeant, so he is literally wearing two different uniforms of respectability, is somewhere getting ready to walk down that aisle. Except he has a situation, because there is another woman across town, one who has been with him for years, who just found out about the wedding, and she is not okay. Most men would cancel the wedding, some would cancel the girlfriend, some would drive to a different state and start over. Honestly, the better option for everyone. William Pounds, honey. William Pounds cancelled the woman, permanently, the night before, with his own gun, in his own bedroom, and then had the absolute nerve, the unmitigated audacity, to call 911 and report it like he had no idea how it happened. This was the grand finale of a 10-year production he had been running simultaneously on two different women, and for a decade, it worked. And a woman named Kendra Jackson paid for that with her life. Welcome back to TikTok Crimes, and today we are talking about the Reverend William C. Pounds III, pastor, sergeant, fiancé, twice over, and the 10 years of lies that ended in a bedroom in Macon, Georgia, on what should have been his wedding morning. Stay with me, because this one has layers. Let's start with the woman this story is really about. Kendra M. Jackson was 46 years old, a divorced mother of 3. She worked as a personal banker at the BB&T branch near Macon Mall. She is a full woman who deserved a full life, and she was robbed of it. Kendra met William Pounds in the year 2000 at a bank, and on paper, not a bad prospect. He was the senior pastor of King's Chapel Memorial CME Church in Perry, Georgia, and a senior master sergeant at Robins Air Force Base, 116th Air Control Wing, Warner Robins. 2 uniforms. 2 sets of people counting on him to be exactly who he said he was. His congregation loved him. His fellow service members respected him. Everything on the outside said trustworthy, which is exactly why what was happening on the inside went undetected for so long. Because in 2005, 5 years into things with Kendra, Pounds met another woman, Vikinda Crawford, and instead of making a decision like a grown adult, he just added her to the rotation. According to the Georgia Supreme Court's own opinion, he was repeatedly able to convince each woman that he had left the other and wanted to be with her. The court even noted he became engaged to both women at the same time at certain points. But here is what William Pounds forgot. What every man running 2 lives eventually learns. Women talk. On Sunday, May 31st, 2015, National Pastor Appreciation Day, Kendra Jackson drove to King's Chapel Memorial CME Church to surprise her man. Vikinda Crawford also drove to King's Chapel Memorial CME Church to surprise her man. They both got a surprise, just not the one either of them planned. They exchanged numbers, compared notes, and what they found was 15 years of deliberate, calculated deception. Kendra discovered the man she had been with since 2000 was also engaged to Vishinda, planning a wedding for June 12th, less than 2 weeks away. Kendra ended it. Done. She walked away. Vishinda stayed, and the wedding was still happening June 12th. On the night of June 11th, 2015, the night before his wedding, Kendra Jackson was at William Pounds's townhouse on Belmead Place in Macon, Georgia, and she never left. According to Pounds, they argued, he told Kendra it was over, and he claims she responded, and I am quoting the court record, "If we're going to separate, then one of us is going to have to leave the world." He also says he tried to stop her, lunged at her, was too late, heard one shot, called 911 immediately. Every single one of those details, every one, was dismantled by evidence. He told the first firefighter on scene he wasn't even in the room, that he was downstairs and heard the shot. He told a friend he called at 1 a.m., before 911 by the way, that Kendra grabbed his gun after an argument about her infidelities, not his, hers. Then on the actual 911 call, he said she was trying to take the gun from him, then changed it, then said he was trying to take the gun from her, then repeated that same phrase 6 more times, 6 on one call, and while the 911 operator was trying to walk him through CPR, his phone went muted multiple times. Operator speaks, silence, speaks, silence, and at one point investigators heard something else on that call, a toilet flushing, baby. A woman is dead in your bedroom and you are flushing a toilet on a 911 call. Investigators believed he was disposing of the missing bullet casings, because when police arrived, despite 2 bullet holes found, not a single shell casing was in that room, not one. The detective described the scene as extremely messy. There was a lot of blood, but blood tells a story. And this story did not match Pound's version. He said Kendra was standing at the foot of the bed holding the gun. Forensics said she was not standing. She was near the ground, head below the level of the bed, twisted at an angle consistent with someone holding it in that position. She was not standing. She was not holding anything. She was on the ground, with her head held down. Let that land. Police found a bullet hole in the wall and one through the mattress. A crime lab tech testified someone tried to remove the bullet from the wall. The freshly made bed was covering the hole underneath. He staged that room, while her body was still in it. Kendra's death was initially ruled a suicide. Pounds almost got away with it. Almost. But Detective Rutherford kept pulling threads. She and Sergeant Roy Williams went back to that townhouse a week later, listened to the 911 call over and over, and documented every inconsistency. Then forensics confirmed it. 0 evidence Kendra held that gun. Body left face down for at minimum 10 minutes. 911 call placed 7.5 minutes after the injury. And the blood on her left palm, the hand Pound said, held the gun, was on the outside. It got there after she was down, not from gripping a weapon. On August 21st, 2015, Pounds was arrested, charged with malice murder, felony murder, and aggravated assault. He posted $500,000 bond and walked out. A man charged with murdering his girlfriend, walking free on $500,000, but not for long. The trial began in October 2017, more than 2 years after Kendra died on his floor. Prosecutors knew Pounds's pastor image was going to be a problem, and sure enough, he sat at that defense table with a Bible in front of him, reading it, praying over it, performing for every juror in that room. So Prosecutor Jason Martin addressed it directly and delivered one of the cleanest lines I have ever heard in a murder trial. Perhaps he should have spent more time reading his Bible instead of juggling 2 fiancés. The jury, 7 women and 5 men, deliberated for 3 hours and 15 minutes. At one point, they came back mid-deliberation and asked to hear the 911 call again.
Ma'am, my girlfriend is here and I need an ambulance, please. I need somebody here. I need somebody here, please. I need somebody here.
They heard it. They went back. And they came back with a verdict. Guilty, malice murder, felony murder, aggravated assault. The moment the verdict was read, Pounds closed that Bible. Done performing. At sentencing, Judge Howard Z. Sims said he had never heard anyone in his courtroom tell as many lies. And then,
Mr. Pound, I'm not going to dignify you by calling you Reverend Pound. You didn't earn that. You are a liar. You are a manipulator. And frankly, you are an outright charlatan. I don't know that in this courtroom in 30 years I've heard more lies than I heard you do when you testified, than I heard on that tape. I don't believe that the truth is in you. I really don't. What makes it worse is you hold yourself out as a man of God.
Pounds appealed to the Georgia Supreme Court. The court reviewed the record and called the evidence against him. And I love this word, ample. Ample, as in more than enough. As in, did you really think this was going to go differently? William C. Pounds III will die in prison. Here is what I want to leave you with. Kendra Jackson was not a cautionary tale. She was not a warning. She was a 46-year-old woman, a mother of 3, who worked hard, loved deeply, and trusted a man who spent 15 years making himself impossible not to trust. She is not the lesson here. He is. William Pounds did not deceive 2 women because he was irresistible. He deceived them because he was deliberate. And deliberate men in positions of spiritual authority are dangerous in ways that take years to become visible. Kendra saw it. She walked away. And he could not let her do that on her own terms. At trial, a text message Kendra had written to Vicinda Crawford was read aloud in court. To the woman she had met at a church on a Sunday morning, they'd both rather forget, Kendra wrote. What happens in the darkness always comes to light. She was right. It just cost her everything to prove it. Rest well, Kendra. And for anyone watching this who is in something that does not feel right, who is being managed instead of loved, controlled instead of chosen, the door exists. Use it on your terms. This has been TikTok Crimes. If this story moved you, hit that like button and drop something in the comments. I read every single one. Subscribe if you haven't already, because we are just getting started, and I will see you in the next one.